Hello guys, and welcome back to another new episode of Talking with F. So what's everyone been up to? I'll tell you what though, excuse me, the weather in the UK has absolutely been shit. Absolutely shit. I know it's nothing new and I've said this before on the podcast, but boy does this weather piss me off. It's been fucking raining for the past few days. Like, not even any of that little rain. You know when sometimes you get a little bit of rain and then it stops and then you get a little bit more of rain. I don't mind that kind of shit. But this is fucking non-stop. Like, what the fuck? Like, crazy, man. Like, you know, constant raining. I'm like, when is it gonna stop? And the thing that pisses me off the most as well is that, like, well, a couple, like, I know a couple of guys who have gone over to holiday. They've gone over to Turkey and they're fucking loving it. They keep sending me all these snaps, you know, on Snapchat about how hot it is over there and how much they're sweating and they're enjoying the weather and they're fucking doing all these excursions and, you know, and I'm like, just shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up. I've had enough. Like, I'm sat here inside my house and people are just fucking going crazy over there. Like, they're enjoying their holidays and loving it. And I'm just thinking to myself, why didn't I go? Like, why did I stay? Why did I stay in the UK? Like, I got offered to go, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie. You know, they were like, they go to me, they're like, they were like, oh, why didn't you come along? And my main excuse at the time was, well, I can't because I got work. I should have just fucking rang in sick to work. Believe it or not, podcasting is not all I do. I have to actually make money. Hopefully one day, you know, this podcast is really popular, that it starts making its own money and I don't have to work for someone. But until then, I'm on a 9 to 5, fucking, you know, doing my work. My manager's on my ass telling me to do this and do that. So, you know, there's no rest in that respect. But other than that, I should have just rang in sick when they asked me. Like, the minute they went, when they went and they started sending me all these photos of them just chilling in the sun. And to myself, I thought, fuck, I should have gone myself. Like, any kind of holiday. Like, you know, with this whole lockdown, I've been at home or like in my area for the last, 6 months now. Fucking gets to you, man. Like, you need a holiday. Even people who normally don't go on holiday have started, like, taking a holiday because of this year. Like, I just want 2020 to be over so I can enjoy myself and you know, no more of this corona bullshit and things can go back to normal. But hopefully they will come soon. That's what I'm hoping for. But until then, it's never bad to be too safe. You know, you just got to take precautions. But what's been going on? Well, apparently a lot, especially in America and especially in Wisconsin. So what happened in this American state of Wisconsin? So, you know, I've talked about this on my podcast before when the George Floyd murder happened by 4 police officers when they choked him out and killed him. They basically strangled him to death. And there was this whole uproar and then, you know, there's protests going on for days and days and days. If you haven't heard any of those podcasts, listen to my previous ones and you'll have a good catch up. Like, I really talked about it quite in depth. And, you know, a lot of people came out by saying that, you know, you need to stop killing, you know, Black Lives Matter. You need to stop, you know, the police need to stop just hunting down one specific group of people and those are black people. You know, they need to fucking just chill out and stop shooting people and, you know, doing some fucking crazy shit. At the end of the day, they're the police. They need to know how to take control. They need to know how to put everything in, you know, in perspective and keep it under control. And with the amount, and after George Floyd's death, the amount of like protests that happened all around the world, you'd really think that, you know, shit was gonna calm down for quite a long time. You know, there are gonna be police reforms. People are gonna learn from this lesson and not do that again. But what happens? So in Wisconsin, one of these guys, and it was on YouTube, not YouTube, but it might be on YouTube, but it's like a clip. And I would I wouldn't watch it if you are, you know, if you, it's got explicit content, so if you're underage, try not to watch that shit. Or even if you are of age and you don't like gory shit, or like, you know, you don't want to be shocked, don't watch that. So what happened? So this black man, he was arguing. I believe he was breaking up a fight between two people. The police were called. They came. They tried to detain him or arrest him. He started walking away, like he didn't even threaten them. He didn't have no weapon on him. You know, he did nothing to the police officers. All he did was walk away to his car. And what do? They fucking shoot him in his back 7 times. 7 fucking times they shoot him in his back. And the guy just collapses. And the lucky thing is that he survived, but apparently they're saying he's going to be paralysed for the rest of his life. Now, someone recorded this because we live in an age where cameras are everywhere. Everyone's got a phone and every phone has a camera. And everyone, when there's some shady shit going on, they start recording that shit. And once it hits the internet, it's going to go viral. And so someone recorded it, they uploaded it onto like a media site, and it fucking went viral. A lot of people watched it, and then they started having all these protests in Wisconsin because of the shooting. They were like, what the fuck? You know, you had George Floyd, and we thought there was going to be reforms, and what do? You fucking come out with this kind of bullshit, shoot a man in the back 7 times. Like, would that happen to a person if he was white? Apparently, like, a lot of people like, no, it wouldn't. It only happens to ethnic minority people. So a lot of shit kicked off. They've been rioting for the last couple of days. There's been protests, you know, there's been looting, there's been everything going on for the last couple of days. And then I believe yesterday or a few days ago, there was this white armed, like, you could kind of say militant person. Like, he was there walking on the streets whilst all these protests were happening, and he goes and kills 2 fucking people who are part of the protest. He just shoots them straight up and kills them. And he's walking past police with a fucking AR-15 gun, and they're not saying anything to him. And that just made shit like a whole lot worse as well. They're like, okay, so a black man who's not threatening no one, has no weapon on him clearly, is walking to his car and he gets shot 7 times. And you get this guy who's fucking got a gun on him, an AR-15 gun. You know, he's got militant clothes on, fucking kill 2 people, when apparently there's meant to be a lot of police around surveilling everything and making sure everything's under control. Is a load of bullshit. And it's gone quite far as well. Like, it went as far as to like the NBA, basketball. Like, there was a few teams that were meant to play and they just stopped playing. They're like, we're not going to play because of all the bullshit's happening. We're just gonna, they just when they got to the court, everyone thought there's going to be a game. They just got up, left, and just chipped. They're like, nah. They go, this needs to stop. Like, whatever is happening, all this, like, uncalled violence against ethnic minorities and black people, it just needs to stop. And so they just chipped. They just went. And apparently there's a lot of people that are saying that's what needs to happen. Like, in sports, media, everything in that respect. People just need to, if they want change, they need to let people know that it's going to hurt their money if change does not happen. No, because at the end of the day, we all know that the government doesn't really control the countries. It's not the president. It's all the big corporations. They have enough money, they lobby and get laws passed. And at the end of the day, if you hit their pockets, they're going to start thinking, shit, we need to do something and we need to change. And, I'm going to go after that. But hopefully, I hope with my fingers crossed that there is some change. Because at the end of the day, this has been going on for long enough. Like, it's fuckery. At the end of the day, why is it so hard to fucking treat everyone equally? And I know there's a load of shit that's been said about the police, and believe me when I say this, not all police are bad. It just takes those minority people, police officers, to fucking make everyone seem in one light. And at the end of the day, it's got to that point where police should get enough training. They should be trained well enough to handle any kind of situation. If the guy's a fucking nutter or crazy or is a bully, don't give him a gun. Don't make him a police officer, because he's gonna go and get his anger out on the fucking, on the people he's meant to be protecting and serving, apparently. But it's not protecting and serving when there's one group outright that you're just fucking being unfair with and killing them on a daily basis. But hopefully, we'll see what progresses over the next couple of days. But I hope there's some kind of change. I hope there are police reforms and people, there's much more like, there's much more categories that you have to go through to become a police officer. Like nowadays, on a normal job, I don't know how it is in America, but in the fucking UK, even if you want to apply for a little shitty job, say like fucking, I don't know, like if you want to work in like a superstore, like your local supermarket, where you're just fucking, all you're doing is stacking shelves. They have like 4 or 5 interviews. I know, because I used to do that shit. Do you get me? Like, I remember when I wanted to work for Asda, and it was I applied online. I had a telephone interview after that, which is 45 minutes long. Then after that, they called me for a group interview, which is like 2 hours long. Then after that, they made me play role play, which was like half an hour long. And then after that, they did a 1-to-1 interview, and then they gave me the job. That's just for a fucking shitty retail job. If they're doing that many checks for a retail job, they need to do twice as many for anything in regards to public protection or safety, like especially the police. You need to vet these guys properly, do a background check, make sure fully well, do like check their psychological mind state, make sure they're in the right frame of mind at the end of the day. Because if you're giving them a gun and you're sending them outside, and putting them in a position of power, you need to ensure that you've chosen the right person. And if that takes more time, if that takes more money, it's definitely worth it. It's 100% worth it. But like I said, let's see what happens over the next couple of days. Hopefully, I hope there can be some big reforms, and all this stupid shit of them, killing the police, killing ethnic minorities. Like, hope it just dies out and it stops. That's the hope. That's the main hope. But let's get into some lighter news. Not news, but like what's been happening. So I don't know if you guys know who Bella Thorne is. So she's like I don't know, could you put a celebrity / model? But she made an OnlyFans account, and within 24 hours, she fucking made $1 million. In a day, she made $1 million off OnlyFans. And what is OnlyFans? Like, girls and guys can join it. What you do is like a monthly subscription, so it's like a Netflix. Every month people pay for it, like say $12, $15, $20, whatever, how much ever it is. And whoever's on the other side who's made it, they release like nude pictures or explicit pictures of themselves, and people keep playing on a monthly basis because they expect those pictures to keep coming on a monthly basis. But this girl, Bella Thorne, she made it in a fucking day, and within 24 hours she made $1 million off it. How mad is that? Fucking just for selling naked pictures. And the maddest thing is, the pictures weren't naked. And that's what's been trending on Twitter about her. Like, a lot of people have been saying she basically conned people. Because she was saying that, like, oh, you're going to get these kind of pictures of me. Like, you're going to be able to see my tits and everything. And I'm going to show you all my body nude. And people were like, some fucking thirsty ass motherfuckers were paying a lot of money for it. And what comes out? She doesn't offer any of that. It's just like some normal bikini pictures that you can find on her Instagram profile. So a lot of people got duped into it, and they're like asking for refunds, and a lot of people were getting pissed off. And OnlyFans were releasing statements by saying, oh, we can't do anything, and we'll try to offer you a refund. But at the end of the day, you paid for it, you knew what you were signing up for. But fucking hell, like, it's fucking mad that, like, I can't believe a lot of people got conned into that kind of shit. Like, and the funniest thing is, like, imagine paying like £25 a month, and all you get is pictures, the same pictures that you could find on Google. Like, if you just went on Google and typed in Bella Thorne sexy pictures, images, I 100% guarantee you'd find the exact same pictures that you'd find on OnlyFans. And do you know what the difference is? You motherfuckers are paying $25 a month, And what am I paying? Just for my Wi-Fi and my packet of tissues. nah, I'm fucking with you. But it's mad, like, and it wasn't just normal people. It was like all these sex workers and, you know, like people who legitly like make money off OnlyFans by selling like nude pictures and selling all these fucking explicit videos of themselves, like touching themselves up. A lot of them are getting pissed off as well. They were like, at the end of the day, we use this OnlyFans service as a ways to make money, and what Bella Thorne is doing is basically duping people into paying it and putting distrust in the service of OnlyFans. And that means a lot of people hear about this and think, you know, OnlyFans is shit, we don't want to join that, and it's making business go away from them. But fuck knows, man. Fuck knows. Hopefully, like, all those people who have been duped into it, they can get some kind of refund, because I do feel sorry for them. At the end of the day, if you're paying top dollar for that kind of shit, like, you know, you should get what you pay for. But that's life. You know, a lot of times you give more and you receive less. And in this on this occasion, you fucking paid much more and you received fuck all. You received what you could have received for free on Google Images. Just let that slip in, let that deep that. Fucking mad. And let's talk a little bit about football. And one of the most popular stories right now is Messi wants to leave Barcelona. So Barcelona, one of the top clubs in the world, but you know, there have been occasions where they've flopped, absolutely flopped. And Messi, you could consider him ideally like one of the or if not the top footballers in the world right now currently. They're the best football players in the world. The only other person I'd put on the same pedestal as him is Ronaldo. But Messi is definitely up there. And news broke that he asked to leave Barcelona. And a lot of people were fucking, like, all the Barcelona supporters were fucking going crazy. They were like, what the fuck, why is he leaving? You know, you need to keep him, he's a star player of the club, this and that. And then other fans all around the world are fucking going excited, like they're getting so excited. You know, they're getting like hard-ons and fucking jerking off in the corner thinking if he could come to their club. Like, everyone's thinking, oh fuck, who's he going to go to if he's leaving Barcelona? Could he be coming to Liverpool? Could he be coming to Man U? Could he be leaving to Chelsea? Fuck knows. But, you know, it's been two opposite sides of reactions, like two completely opposite sides of reactions. The club is leaving, their supporters are fucking pissed. And other club supporters are fucking excited. They're like, oh, we might get a chance of, you know, fucking getting one of the best players in the world. And why not? He is the best player in the world. Any club that could get him, they'd have to pay top dollar for him. A lot of money for him. But he's one of those players that money would be worth it. Like, if they got all that money for him, like 100% legit, like, it'd be fully worth it for him. Because his skill-wise, like, if you don't know who Messi is, all you have to do is go on Google, go on YouTube, type in Messi, that's Messi, and just look at his highlights. He fucking kills people. Absolutely kills people. And, but let's see. I hope he does join a UK club. I wouldn't mind seeing him in the UK, like a UK club. Like, can you just imagine him playing for fucking Manchester United or Liverpool? Like, that'd be some next level shit. Just coming out and just like fucking doing guys over. But then again, would you really want to come to the UK? You know, Barcelona's a nice fucking place. The sun's out, the weather's nice, the girls are even nicer. Over in the UK, you got fucking shitty weather, shitty people, shitty food. Well, not all shitty food. You do get some decent kind of food, I'm not gonna lie, but still, you never know. Like, who will he come to? Like, will he come over to the UK, or will he decide to just fucking stay like either within Europe or like go to America, like play for one of the American teams, because America has been known, like, they have their own football clubs and everything, and they do spend a lot of money on those clubs. Like, it's fucking, the amount of money they spend on it is absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. But let's see what happens. I hope he does come to a good club, and I hope he doesn't retire or give up on playing football, because at the end of the day, he has got a few more years in him, and I would love to see him play more. So all the best to Messi. You know, I hope he gets to the club where he wants to be. And what else happened? Like a really, really big fuckery happened. A really, really big fuckery. And I'm going to explain what happened. Now, me personally, I don't believe as much in paranormal activity. You know, ghosts and all that kind of bullshit. But I'll tell you a little story. And this is going back to my uni days. So, there was a couple of... like when you go uni, you talk to everyone. You know, you be in the SU, student union, you be in the library. You tend to meet quite a few people. Like uni is one of those places where you can, you know, where you can network with a lot of people, get to know a lot of people. So at uni, I used to know these couple of these girls who used to share a flat, and they were telling me a story one time. And I don't know if it's bullshit or if it's true, but the way they were telling it and their facial reactions made me think they can't be lying. Like, you know, it sounded like it didn't sound like bullshit. You know, like when some people speak bullshit blatantly and you recognize it, it did not sound like that. So check it. So these girls, yeah, they were saying that they went out on a night out. So they all used to share this same flat in like student housing, not student housing, but student flats. So they get home after a night out and they catch a lift up to their, you know, up to the floor. And when they walk into the door's open. Like, it's half open. And they're like, hey, what the fuck? Why is it half open for? So they go inside. Like, they think, oh, fuck, we might have not locked it properly. Or, you know, we probably might not closed it and it didn't close and then it partially opened. So they go inside and everything seems normal. So they're thinking to themselves, oh, fuck it, we accidentally left it open. And when they get into the kitchen here, they have like a shared kitchen. So when they open the door to a shared kitchen, there's a woman with a big white gown with like grey messy hair covering all her face. And she's there holding a cross. And she just stood there. And they just start screaming. And when they start screaming, she looks at them and she runs towards them. And they just duck and dive, jump out the way. And she just runs straight out. And she just disappears. And they never see that woman again. And the maddest thing is, like, they went to the security desk and they complained about it. They're like, oh, what the fuck, this happened, you know, how did this woman get in? And the guy checked on his CCTV. And there's nothing showing on the CCTV, like no woman in the hallways or nothing at all. Like, they can't have CCTV cameras in the flats, in the bedrooms and shit, in the kitchen. So they normally have them in the halls, but nothing at all. They find nothing at all, no woman, nothing. And when I heard this story first, I was like, you guys are bullshitting. But then again, these girls, I knew them quite well, and they weren't they weren't the type to lie. And that was some scary ass shit. And the funniest thing is, like, in that night out, when they saw that woman running out, they didn't even go back to the flats. They just jumped in a car, went into a hotel, got one bedroom, and all shared it, and just went sleep in the bedroom. And they didn't go back to that flat for like a week. That's how fucking mad it is. But I wonder, you know, it makes you wonder if shit like that really happened. And if it did, where did that woman come from? And on that note, I'm going to leave you guys. Hope you're not shitting your pants and scared shitless. And if you're listening to this at night time, I do apologise and I hope you get some sleep. Try not to look in the window or the mirror. But yeah, that's it for this week, guys. I do have a YouTube channel, Talking with F Podcast. Subscribe, like, and comment. Also, follow me on. I'm on Spotify. I'm on Apple Podcasts as well, iTunes. You know, all you have to do is type in Talking with F. You'll see me. Subscribe, like, give me 5 stars, comment. 5 stars only, and share with your friends. Let them know if they want a good podcast that's going to be reaching the top. Let them know about me. Well, I hope you guys have a nice weekend. Have a nice week. And I'll see you guys next Friday. Take care.